For centuries, fraternal organizations like the Odd Fellows have played a significant role in promoting fellowship, charitable work, and mutual support in communities around the world. They were born from a desire to help others and create strong bonds between individuals, building something greater than just a network of friends. They created a family of service and support. However, there's another integral yet often overlooked part of this rich history: the Rebekahs. Who are the Rebekahs? And what role do they play in the Odd Fellows community? The Rebekahs, a women's branch of the Odd Fellows, have been integral to this organization for over 150 years. Through their own unique rituals and symbols, they have contributed not only to the Odd Fellows' mission of charity and service but also to the empowerment of women within fraternal societies. Today, we explore their history, significance, and the powerful role they continue to play in shaping the future of fraternal organizations. In the mid-19th century, fraternal organizations were predominantly male-dominated, designed to foster fellowship, charity, and mutual aid among men. The Odd Fellows, established in the 18th century, were one of the largest and most influential fraternal societies in the world at the time. However, during this period, women were excluded from membership in most fraternal organizations due to societal gender roles that limited their participation in public organizational life. The creation of the Rebekah degree in 1851 was revolutionary. It marked a turning point in the Odd Fellows' history and fraternal organizations more broadly. The decision to allow women to become a formal part of the Odd Fellows family was not only a symbolic step toward gender equality but also a practical response to the growing need for female participation in charitable and community service activities. This development would eventually lead to the empowerment of women within the Odd Fellows while preserving the same foundational values of service, mutual support, and fellowship that guided the organization from the start. The socio-political climate of the time played a significant role in this change. The mid-1800s were a period of significant social upheaval and reform in the United States, particularly with the rise of the women's suffrage movement and the early days of women's rights advocacy. Women began to demand more rights, including access to education, voting, and the ability to participate in social and political organizations. The inclusion of women in the Odd Fellows fraternal structure mirrored these broader societal changes and indicated a shift toward recognizing women as equal partners in community-building efforts. At this time, women were already involved in grassroots charitable activities, providing aid to the sick, helping orphan children, and supporting various local initiatives. But as the Odd Fellows recognized the need to strengthen their efforts and expand their impact, they saw the value of formally including women in their ranks. The establishment of the Rebekah degree allowed women to partake in the Odd Fellows' vision of creating a supportive, inclusive community that transcended gender. The founding of the Rebekah degree was not the work of a single individual, but rather a movement driven by visionary growing number of women who saw the potential for their own inclusion in this important social institution. Key figures in the development of the Rebekah degree included men such as Thomas Wilde, the founder of the Odd Fellows, and Robert S. Rose, who played a role in introducing the Rebekah degree as a formal counterpart to the men's degree. These men recognized that the women in their communities were already contributing significantly to society's well-being and that formalizing their role within the Odd Fellows would further enhance the organization's charitable and service-driven mission. Women also played a critical role in the Rebekah degree's formation. Among them was Elizabeth Roberts, one of the early female members of the Odd Fellows, who helped push for women's inclusion. Their motivations were rooted in a desire to provide women with an opportunity to serve their communities through the same framework of mutual aid and fellowship that the Odd Fellows had offered men for over a century. By incorporating women into the organization, they sought to elevate the role of women in society, create greater opportunities for women's leadership, and deepen their involvement in the fraternal service of the community. The challenges they faced in integrating women into a traditionally male organization were significant. In a society that still largely viewed women as subordinate to men, the inclusion of women in fraternal societies was a radical idea. But the leaders of the Odd Fellows, inspired by both social change and a pragmatic desire for greater organizational impact, saw the inclusion of women as necessary for the Odd Fellows to remain relevant and effective in an evolving society. The establishment of the Rebekah degree was a testament to their foresight, recognizing that the strength of any fraternal order lay in its ability to adapt, grow, and meet the needs of all people, regardless of gender. The core values of the Rebekah degree mirror the essential principles upheld by the Odd Fellows: friendship, love, truth, charity, and service. These values not only define the Odd Fellows as a fraternal organization but also provide a guiding philosophy for the Rebekahs, reinforcing their commitment to community and collective support. The Rebekahs, much like their male counterparts, seek to build a strong community where fellowship and mutual aid are paramount. At the heart of their mission is charity, ensuring that those in need receive the support they require, whether that means offering material aid, providing emotional support, or simply fostering a sense of belonging and care. The Rebekahs embrace the spirit of service, working together to uplift their communities and help those less fortunate. In this, they mirror the Odd Fellows' commitment to social good, but with a special focus on women and families, particularly in areas where female involvement in fraternal work has historically been underrepresented. As women took on leadership roles within the Odd Fellows through the Rebekah degree, they not only empowered themselves but also shaped the organization's future by emphasizing a nurturing, caring approach to societal needs. One of the key functions of the Rebekahs is caring for the elderly, a crucial area where the organization has been active for generations. Whether it's providing companionship, financial support, or organizing events for older members, the Rebekahs ensure that the elderly are not forgotten and continue to live with dignity. This commitment reflects the Odd Fellows' larger goals of mutual aid, ensuring that no one in the community is left without support, regardless of age. They play an integral role in the health and wellness of their communities. They are deeply involved in providing care and support for the sick, both inside and outside of their lodges. Through charity drives, organizing medical assistance programs, or volunteering at local hospitals, the Rebekahs make sure that the sick receive the attention they need. This support isn't just limited to physical health but also emotional and mental health, reflecting their holistic approach to care. Education has always been a cornerstone of the Odd Fellows and Rebekah degree's charitable efforts. The Rebekahs are committed to furthering educational opportunities for young people, especially those in underserved communities. By providing scholarships, sponsoring educational programs, and facilitating mentorship opportunities, they help foster the growth and development of future generations. This focus on education reinforces the belief that knowledge and empowerment are keys to personal and community advancement. They also highly involved in global humanitarian efforts. Whether through international disaster relief or supporting local charities, they contribute to alleviating suffering wherever it is found. The Rebekahs' humanitarian efforts extend to issues such as hunger, housing, education, and emergency relief, ensuring that their services reach beyond their immediate communities. The rituals and ceremonies of the Rebekah degree are vital to maintaining the order, unity, and sense of community among its members. While the Rebekah degree shares several traditions with the Odd Fellows, it also has distinct practices that emphasize feminine wisdom, unity, and service. The Rebekahs' rituals often mirror those of the Odd Fellows, with their meetings beginning and ending in a ceremonial manner that reflects respect, unity, and the collective bond of the group. Members gather to perform the ceremonies, which include prayers, symbolic gestures, and affirmations of their core values. The rituals promote a sense of solidarity and mutual respect, ensuring that members are aligned with the goals of the organization. Just like the Odd Fellows, the Rebekahs have an initiation ceremony where new members are inducted into the lodge. This initiation is symbolic of personal transformation, stepping from the darkness of ignorance into the light of knowledge and service. The initiation process is deeply ceremonial, incorporating ancient symbols, sacred teachings, and oaths of service. It is a profound moment for new members, marking their entry into a community of service and support. The Rebekah degree is rich in symbols that convey the values of the organization. The Rebekah pin, for instance, is a significant symbol worn by members, representing their commitment to service, charity, and fellowship. The 3 links of the Odd Fellows emblem are also central to the Rebekahs practices, signifying the interconnection of friendship, love, and truth. These symbols serve as reminders of the organization's deeper purpose and values, reinforcing the idea that every action taken by a Rebekah is rooted in service to others. They host several ceremonial events throughout the year that align with the Odd Fellows calendar. These events celebrate milestones, honor the lives of members, and provide opportunities for the community to come together in mutual support. Whether it's the annual charity gala, the commemoration of the founding of the Rebekah degree, or a special gathering for a local cause, these events serve as a way for the Rebekahs to reaffirm their commitment to their shared mission. Throughout their ceremonies, the Rebekahs emphasize spiritual growth and moral development. Their rituals are designed to inspire members to act with kindness, to serve with integrity, and to live lives that reflect the values of the organization. The Rebekahs often reflect on lessons drawn from the Bible, folklore, and moral philosophy to guide their members toward greater wisdom and understanding in their lives and actions. The Rebekah Lodges are the cornerstone of the Rebekah degree within the Odd Fellows organization. Like the Odd Fellows, Rebekah Lodges are built on the principles of fellowship, charity, and mutual aid, with each lodge serving as a hub of service and community for its members. The structure of these lodges follows a hierarchical leadership system, ensuring that their operations are orderly and effective while maintaining a sense of unity and shared purpose. A Rebekah Lodge operates similarly to an Odd Fellows Lodge but with a leadership structure that allows women to take the lead in their roles. Each lodge is typically made up of a group of members who meet regularly for fellowship, charitable work, and ceremonies. The lodge works together to plan and carry out its community service projects, fundraisers, and social gatherings. At the top of the leadership structure of a Rebekah Lodge is the Noble Grand, who is the presiding officer of the lodge. The Noble Grand is responsible for overseeing the meetings, maintaining order, and ensuring that the lodge functions in accordance with its values and principles. The Noble Grand plays a critical role in guiding the lodge's activities and supporting its mission of service and charity. Beneath the Noble Grand is the Vice Grand, who serves as the deputy to the Noble Grand and steps in to lead when the Noble Grand is unavailable. The Vice Grand is a leadership position that prepares the member for the role of Noble Grand, often allowing them to gain experience in leading lodge meetings and events. Other leadership positions within the lodge include the Secretary, who manages the lodge's records, correspondence, and documentation, and the Treasurer, who oversees the financial aspects of the lodge, including fundraising and charitable contributions. Additional positions may include the Chaplain, who provides spiritual guidance, and the Warden, who helps maintain the order and ceremonial functions of the lodge. Leadership within the Rebekah degree is largely democratic, with members voting to elect individuals to various positions within the lodge. This ensures that leadership is based on merit, trust, and the commitment to serve the community. Members are encouraged to take on leadership roles and help drive the vision of the lodge, fostering a sense of ownership and empowerment for all involved. One of the most distinctive aspects of this is the ceremonial leadership that emphasizes the empowerment of women. Women hold all leadership positions within the Rebekah degree, offering a unique opportunity for women to lead in a space traditionally dominated by men. Through these roles, women become both leaders and role models for other members, reflecting the Rebekah degree's focus on empowerment, self-growth, and service to the community. The role of women in leadership. The Rebekah degree offers women the opportunity to participate in leadership roles that were historically unavailable to them in other fraternal organizations. Women in the Rebekah degree take on both ceremonial and administrative responsibilities, leading meetings, overseeing community service projects, and shaping the direction of the lodge's activities. The election to leadership roles such as Noble Grand or Vice Grand is a powerful example of how the Rebekahs provide a platform for women's leadership and influence. Beyond the formal leadership roles, women in the Rebekah degree are empowered by their ability to contribute to society through service. The leadership structure is designed to nurture the growth of women within the organization, allowing them to develop organizational, social, and leadership skills while contributing meaningfully to charitable causes. The empowerment of women in the Rebekah degree reinforces the value of mutual support and service, showing that women can be both compassionate caregivers and strong, effective leaders. The leadership roles within the Rebekah degree also extend to ceremonial leadership, where women conduct and lead the traditional rituals and ceremonies of the lodge. These rituals, which include initiations, meetings, and public events, are conducted with great respect and adherence to tradition. Women take on roles such as the Noble Grand and Vice Grand to guide members through these ceremonies, promoting unity, love, and mutual respect. The ceremonial leadership also provides a space for women to express their spiritual and moral values through the rituals of the lodge. The strength of the female leadership in these ceremonies reflects the broader cultural shift that the Rebekahs were part of, allowing women to claim their rightful place in leadership within fraternal organizations. The structure of the Rebekah degree shares many similarities with the Odd Fellows, but it also has distinctive elements that make it unique. These similarities and differences emphasize both the shared mission of the two branches and the Rebekah degree's focus on creating space for women's leadership. The symbolism of both organizations is aligned, with the three links representing the bond between members. Both degrees rely on a similar hierarchical leadership system, with titles such as Noble Grand and Vice Grand that are designed to ensure efficient operation and leadership continuity. Differences in leadership. The most notable difference between the Odd Fellows and the Rebekah degree is the gender of the members in leadership positions. The Odd Fellows are traditionally male, while the Rebekah degree provides women with the opportunity to take on leadership roles. This distinction highlights the Rebekahs' unique role within fraternal societies, as they promote gender equality within a structure that has long been male-dominated. The ceremonial leadership in the Rebekah degree is another distinction, as the rituals and ceremonies are adapted to suit the needs of female members while still maintaining the fundamental values of the Odd Fellows. While the Odd Fellows have their own rituals and symbols, the Rebekahs add their own unique elements that emphasize unity, sisterhood, and empowerment. Operational functions. Both the Odd Fellows and the Rebekahs focus on charitable works and community service, but the Rebekahs often take a more nurturing, family-oriented approach. While the Odd Fellows emphasize broad social and civic service, the Rebekahs have a particular focus on women's empowerment, providing opportunities for women to lead and serve in their communities. The Rebekahs also tend to have a stronger focus on family welfare, especially in providing support for the elderly, children, and the sick. The Rebekah degree, with its unique leadership structure and ceremonial practices, serves as a powerful force for women's empowerment within the Odd Fellows organization. By offering women the opportunity to take on leadership roles, the Rebekahs have redefined the role of women in fraternal organizations, empowering them to serve, lead, and give back to their communities. At the same time, the Rebekah degree's alignment with the Odd Fellows ensures that their shared mission of charity and service continues to thrive, reflecting the universal values that unite these two branches of a historic fraternal order. The three links are the most recognizable symbol of the Odd Fellows organization, representing the essential values of friendship, love, and truth. These three core principles serve as the foundation of the Odd Fellows' work in community building, charitable service, and mutual support. For the Odd Fellows, these links reflect the strong bonds between members, which are essential for creating a supportive and cohesive organization. For the Rebekahs, the use of the three-link symbol is no different in essence but carries a distinct emphasis on the feminine aspects of their work and contributions. While the Odd Fellows use the emblem to represent unity and service in a general sense, the Rebekahs focus on how these values are reflected through nurturing and supporting others, particularly in the role of women as caregivers, community leaders, and facilitators of love and truth within their families and larger social circles. In the context of the Rebekah degree, the three links symbolize more than just friendship and service. It represents the deep bond between women supporting women and the central role that compassion and fellowship play in their work. The three links also underscore the idea that women, through their inherent qualities of nurturing and leadership, form the backbone of the Odd Fellows' mission to make the world a better place. The feminine energy inherent in the Rebekah degree is reflected in how these values are practiced and embodied, as protectors, healers, and mothers of society, where women's roles are amplified and celebrated, helping to foster peace, unity, and spiritual transformation. One of the key symbols specific to the Rebekah degree is the Rebekah pin. The Rebekah pin is worn by members to signify their commitment to the values of the degree and to honor their role within the Odd Fellows family. This pin often features a variety of symbols, with the most prominent being a 5-pointed star, a torch, and the 3 links. The 5-pointed star. The 5-pointed star is a key symbol within the Rebekah degree. It represents light, hope, and spiritual enlightenment. This symbol speaks to the Rebekah's role in illuminating the path for others, as women in this degree are often seen as spiritual guides and leaders in their communities. The 5 points of the star symbolize the 5 virtues of a Rebekah: truth, love, faith, hope, and charity. These virtues guide the actions and decisions of each member, reminding them of their commitment to these ideals as they serve others. The torch. The torch represents knowledge, spiritual illumination, and truth. It is often used to symbolize the passing of wisdom and light from one generation to the next. The torch is held high as a beacon of guidance, similar to how the Rebekahs lead their communities in their charitable efforts and spiritual journeys. It signifies a commitment to enlightening others, spreading the light of compassion, and sharing the teachings of the Rebekah degree with all who are willing to receive it. The 3 links. As discussed earlier, the 3 links represent the fundamental ideals of the Odd Fellows: friendship, love, and truth. In the context of the Rebekahs, the 3 links carry additional meaning, representing the interconnectedness of women's roles within the Odd Fellows community and their collective ability to bring about positive change in the world. In addition to these primary symbols, the Rebekah's ceremonial regalia often features delicate engravings, jewelry, and other emblems that symbolize their sacred duties and spiritual obligations. These symbols are not just ornamental, they represent a deep commitment to service, unity, and the nurturing power that women bring to the Odd Fellows and the world at large. Symbols within the Rebekah degree serve not only as representations of the organization's values but also as affirmations of women's integral role in the Odd Fellows community. The Rebekahs stand as a testament to women's empowerment, emphasizing their role as nurturers, caregivers, and spiritual leaders within the fraternal society. Nurturers and caretakers. The Rebekahs' symbols speak to their natural role as nurturers, the bearers of compassion and caretakers of the community. The 5-pointed star and torch remind them to shine their light on those who are in need, illuminating the way forward through charity, love, and truth. The Rebekah degree is centered around the idea that women possess unique qualities that allow them to care for others in profound ways, whether by caring for the elderly, tending to the sick, or helping those in need. Their service is driven by a maternal instinct and a deep desire to offer comfort and healing. Spiritual leaders. Women within the Rebekah degree also carry a significant spiritual responsibility. As spiritual leaders, they are seen as guiding lights for the community, teaching and exemplifying the virtues of the degree. The torch symbolizes the wisdom and knowledge that the Rebekahs pass on to others. The role of a Rebekah is not only to serve in the material world but to lead by example, fostering spiritual growth in themselves and in others through their service, rituals, and community outreach. Empowerment and equality. The Rebekah degree symbols also highlight the empowerment of women, offering them a space to take on leadership roles within the Odd Fellows. Women, through the Rebekah degree, are provided a platform where their leadership, organizational skills, and values are recognized and celebrated. The Rebekah pin, adorned with meaningful symbols, represents the strength, wisdom, and leadership qualities of women, asserting their rightful place in the fraternal movement and highlighting their ability to shape the future of the Odd Fellows in a profound way. The symbols of the Rebekah degree, such as the Rebekah pin, the 5-pointed star, the torch, and the 3 links, are not just outward representations of the organization's core values but also deeply personal emblems of the nurturing, spiritual, and leadership roles women play within the Odd Fellows community. These symbols serve as constant reminders of the important work that Rebekah members do, work that transcends ordinary service and touches the very soul of their communities. Through these emblems, the Rebekahs assert their place in the world, demonstrating that they are not just caregivers but powerful leaders, spiritual guides, and sources of light and hope for others. Global outreach. The Rebekahs' charitable initiatives are not confined to local communities, they have a powerful global presence that reflects the scope of their mission. The Rebekah degree operates under the belief that service to humanity transcends borders, and this philosophy has driven many of their global outreach efforts. International humanitarian aid. One of the most significant ways the Rebekahs have expanded their charitable work is through their involvement in global humanitarian initiatives. They have partnered with international organizations, churches, and NGOs to offer aid to countries affected by poverty, war, and natural disasters. The Rebekahs' contributions to global healthcare, education, and disaster relief programs have made an impact in developing nations where resources are scarce and the need for support is great. Providing support for refugees and immigrants. Rebekahs have also been active in providing assistance to refugees and immigrants. By offering basic necessities such as food, clothing, and medical supplies, as well as helping refugees navigate the challenges of resettlement, the Rebekahs provide a sense of hope and solidarity to displaced people. Their work reflects a deep commitment to compassion, extending beyond borders to help those who need it the most. Building bridges across cultures. The Rebekahs have worked to promote cultural exchange and understanding through their charitable projects. By fostering relationships with international organizations and communities, they contribute to creating a more connected and compassionate world. This spirit of global solidarity is a testament to the Rebekahs' belief that service is not confined to a specific community but is a universal value that should unite all of humanity. The impact of the Rebekahs on charitable work and community service is best illustrated through the stories of individuals and lodges that have made a lasting difference in their communities. Here are a few real-life examples of Rebekah members and lodges whose efforts have touched countless lives. The Rebekah Lodge in Vancouver, Canada. The Vancouver Rebekah Lodge has been actively involved in supporting local schools, particularly those serving underprivileged children. They launched an annual fundraiser that provides school supplies, scholarships, and mentorship for students who may not have the financial means to succeed. Over the years, this initiative has helped hundreds of students receive an education and set them on a path to success. The Rebekahs' efforts after Hurricane Katrina. In the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina in 2005, Rebekah lodges across the United States mobilized to provide immediate relief to those affected by the disaster. From sending food and water to affected areas to organizing shelters for displaced families, the Rebekahs demonstrated incredible coordination and compassion in helping people rebuild their lives. Their efforts continued long after the disaster, with long-term support programs focused on mental health recovery, housing, and rebuilding homes. The Rebekahs Global Education Initiative. In one particularly impactful project, the Rebekahs partnered with a global nonprofit to raise funds for school infrastructure projects in rural parts of Africa. The funds raised were used to build new classrooms, purchase educational materials, and train local teachers. The initiative provided a much-needed boost to education in remote areas, helping children gain access to learning opportunities that they would not have had otherwise. A Rebekah member's impact on healthcare. Elizabeth Roberts, a longtime member of the Rebekah degree, was instrumental in founding a health clinic in her community. After seeing the lack of affordable healthcare, Elizabeth worked with other Rebekahs and local organizations to open a clinic that offered free medical services to low-income families. This clinic continues to serve hundreds of families each year, and its foundation was built on the strong sense of community and service that defines the Rebekahs. The Rebekahs have had a profound impact on charitable and community service, both locally and globally. Through their tireless dedication to causes like education, healthcare, and disaster relief, they have made a lasting difference in the lives of countless individuals and communities. Their influence extends far beyond their lodges, showcasing the power of service, compassion, and global solidarity in creating positive change in the world. The Rebekahs' real-life stories serve as a testament to the enduring spirit of selflessness and service that defines their mission, and they continue to inspire future generations to carry on their legacy of charitable works. The empowerment of women was not merely symbolic, it was concrete and tangible. Through leadership positions such as Noble Grand, Vice Grand, Secretary, and Treasurer, women were given the opportunity to take on significant responsibility and decision-making power within the Rebekah lodges. This not only validated women's roles in leadership but also demonstrated the potential for women to lead in spaces that were previously male-dominated. By providing a platform for women to take on leadership roles, the Rebekahs showed that women were just as capable as men in guiding organizations, managing community projects, and making impactful decisions. This empowerment extended beyond the organizational framework to influence societal perceptions of women's roles. For many women, joining the Rebekah degree was a transformative experience, offering them the skills, confidence, and network to become leaders in their communities and beyond. If you enjoyed learning about the remarkable legacy of the Rebekahs and the powerful impact of the Odd Fellows, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content like this. If this video resonated with you, please like and share it with others who might be inspired by the message of empowerment, charity, and community service. Let's spread the word and continue to honor the spirit of fellowship and service that the Rebekahs and Odd Fellows embody. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to having you join us on this journey.